Hello everyone. Today I have a very important question for you. How do you deal with anxiety, stress, and fear? If you're like most people, you probably face these emotions daily. You might worry about your health, finances, relationships, or future. Maybe you feel overwhelmed by the demands of your job, your family, or society. Perhaps you feel powerless, frustrated, or sad because of things you can't change. But what if I told you there's a way to overcome anxiety, stress, and fear? A way to live a calmer, more resilient, and happier life? A path tested and proven by some of the greatest minds in history, from ancient philosophers to modern leaders. A simple, practical, and effective path. That path is Stoicism, a school of philosophy that teaches how to live wisely. Founded in the 3rd century BCE by Zeno of Citium, and later developed by great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism is not a religion, a dogma, or a set of strict rules. It is a mindset, a way of thinking, acting, and being. Stoicism helps you focus on what you can control and accept what you can't. It allows you to overcome anxiety, stress, and fear by improving your character, growing in wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, and finding meaning, purpose, and joy in life. So, are you ready to learn how Stoicism can help you overcome anxiety, stress, and fear? If so, stay with me until the end of this video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's begin. 1. The Dichotomy of Control. Stoicism begins with the idea that there are two types of things in life: things within our control and things outside our control. According to the Stoics, the things we can control are our own thoughts, judgments, desires, and actions. These are things we can influence. Things outside our control include the weather, the economy, other people's actions, the past, and the future. No matter how hard we try, we can't control or predict these things. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. This way, we avoid wasting time, energy, and emotions on things beyond our power, and instead use those resources to improve ourselves and our situation. Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoics, said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Our opinions, pursuits, desires, and aversions are up to us. Our body, property, reputation, and office are not." This quote perfectly summarizes the dichotomy of control and how we can apply it to our lives. For example, if you're anxious about an upcoming exam, use the dichotomy of control to calm yourself. Realize that what's up to you is how well you prepare, how much effort you put in, and how you manage your mindset. What's not up to you is the difficulty of the questions or the final grade, so don't worry about the outcome. Focus instead on doing your best. Applying the dichotomy of control can reduce your anxiety, stress, and fear, and increase your inner peace, resilience, and happiness. You'll feel less frustrated when things go wrong, and more grateful and optimistic when things go right. Here's a simple action you can take. For the next week, whenever you're in a stressful situation, pause and ask yourself, what is within my control and what isn't? Then let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can. You can use a journal, note-taking app, or voice recorder to track your thoughts. 2. The 4 Cardinal Virtues. Stoicism teaches 4 essential virtues for living a good and meaningful life: wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Wisdom is the ability to use reason, logic, and knowledge to make good decisions. It includes learning from mistakes, adapting to change, and understanding others. Courage is the strength to face fear, pain, and challenges with determination. Justice is treating others fairly, kindly, and with respect, and contributing to the greater good of society. Self-discipline is the ability to control desires, emotions, and impulses. to resist distractions and act according to reason and values. The Stoics teach us to cultivate these four virtues within ourselves and use them to guide our choices and actions. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard them and strive to live according to virtue and reason." For example, if you're feeling stressed about a deadline, you can apply the four virtues. Use wisdom to plan your tasks. Use courage to do your best despite the pressure. Use justice to honor your commitment and collaborate respectfully. Use self-discipline to stay focused and manage your time. These virtues help reduce stress and fear and bring more satisfaction, clarity, and fulfillment to your life. Here's a challenge. Throughout the next week, identify situations that require one or more of these virtues. Ask yourself, am I practicing this virtue, or am I lacking or overdoing it? Adjust your behavior as needed and track your progress using the same tools as before. 3. The view from above. The third Stoic tool is a mental exercise called the view from above. This practice helps you gain a broader perspective on your problems and your place in the universe. Imagine rising above your current situation, first to the ceiling of your room, then the rooftop of your building, then into the sky above your city, then orbiting the earth, and finally looking at the universe itself. As you do this, visualize mountains, oceans, continents, stars, and galaxies. This helps you realize how small and temporary your problems really are, and how deeply interconnected everything is. The Stoics used this practice to develop gratitude, awe, and humility. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by problems, you can appreciate the beauty and order of the cosmos. Seneca said, "You ask how to free yourself from the fear of death? Lift your gaze and see how small your troubles are, compared to the vastness and majesty of the universe." By looking at life from this higher perspective, you see how meaningless many of your fears and worries are, and that the only moment that truly matters is now. Try this exercise once a day for the next week, ideally in the morning or before bed. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and imagine rising above your situation. Feel the awe, gratitude, and humility. You can use a meditation app, a calming playlist, or a guided video if that helps. Conclusion. If you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Today, I showed you how Stoicism can help you deal with anxiety, stress, and fear. It's a philosophy that has changed my life, helping me become calmer, more confident, and happier. It helped me face many personal and professional challenges with strength and clarity. I'm not saying Stoicism is the only or best way to live, but I do believe it's a powerful tool that anyone can use to improve their mental and emotional well-being. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, share it with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe. Remember, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Be wise, be brave, be just, be disciplined, be stoic. Take care.